What's up, everybody? Dreadnought Ryan here. I just wanted to go over a quick review of the PulseCon. I'm just going to be covering Joe section of the stream, but I think if you were a fan of a number of different brands, it was a great day. Marvel Legends, Star Wars, Power Rangers, Magic the Gathering, whatever it could be. There were a lot of great panels, a lot of great updates, and a lot of great action figures that we got to see. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk through some of the name only reveals, the digital renders, and of course, just some updates that were also shared by the Joe team, and then some community news at the end. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, just clarification. It looks like for the Crimson Strike team, there are two new Baroness heads with changeable hair. And then also it looks like the arms and the neck for Baroness figure are all new construction as well. So some new tooling for this particular set. Looks like the weapons are all interchangeable with other either Crimson Twins figures or the Baroness. So definitely can create your ultimate Baroness from these figures if you were one who ordered them. They are $89.99. It is a PulseCon exclusive. So it's probably lower quantities for these particular figures or this set. I think these are the best sets to have for some of these convention exclusives because they are just repaints of figures that we already have. I want to give a big shout out to Shooting the Galaxy. We did get to meet Matt, I believe that was his name, where he explained, just some of the pictures that he takes for Hasbro. But these are just absolutely awesome. The 5 figures that you see here were part of the pre-order wave, and looking at all the accessories and just the design and the looks of the figures, just a really great wave. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about General Hawk. He's a must-have if you are a Joe collector, but I think that the figure looks absolutely great. Dreadnoks, I'm just in love with, but I was easy on that. Agent Helix and Shockwave, I think, were the big surprises for me. I do love the Agent Helix character, and I think this figure is just an absolute home run as well. I love all the extra accessories that she comes with, the extendable blades. It's awesome. Shockwave comes with the SWAT team shield, the nightstick, the knives, of course, and the machine pistols or Uzis, the submachine guns, basically. And I think he's a great looking figure as well. I hope you guys were able to order these. I know these were mainline releases, so you can pick them up anywhere the G.I. Joe classified figures are sold. Then we did get an update on the G.I. Joe retro carded series. So this will not be a store exclusive, with the news that they can go back to having plastic packaging. The Joe team is excited. Emily did share that they did understand the frustration from our collectors where the card stock was too thin. So hopefully they do give us something that we see with the Marvel Legends team. But it looks like the first 3 figures for this retro card wave are going to be Scarlet, Rakondo, and Duke. I think these are all great throwbacks to the OG figures. I think Scarlet looks tremendous. I just love the way that her figure kind of feels for the 1982 version. Also finding out that her ponytail will be able to be articulated. And then, of course, all of the accessories. Seeing the OG Sunbow style laser rifle is pretty cool, as well as the crossbow. But I also like that we are getting figure stands with these particular lines. So this is kind of like a subline classified because these are considered retro, but I think these will be great additions to our shelves. Again, Rakondo just looks amazing, as well as Duke. So just home runs for these. I can't wait to see what more figures we do get in the retro line. Here's our fingers crossed we get a Serpentor and a Dr. Mindbender. So for digital renders, we did worst kept secrets probably in the world, of course, is the Techno Viper. We did see him with the SMS in the red and the black colors, but we are also going to get him in the OG purple colors as well. He will have all the different accessories that he comes with. So it's just a really nice figure. Good way of getting a couple of repaints for this particular figure design. Airborne, which we knew we were going to see in the mainline release as well, too. A nice update and addition to this particular figure as well. Love the accessories that he comes with. Big Boa, I'm digging it. Chuck Dixon did a great comic with Chuckles, basically telling the story of Chuckles on a mission where, of course, Chuckles ends up dying, but he kills Cobra Commander. But there were parts with Big Boa unmasked and Chuckles having to fight him. So seeing this particular figure with an unmasked head is awesome. I do like the inclusion of the weights and the bloody hands as well, too. Just will be fun if your Joe team infiltrates Cobra Island and has to fight off the Cobra trainer. These look to be all mainline releases, so I would expect we'll see a couple more when they do announce when these particular figures go for pre-order. Next up, I'm going to call these the Deluxe Edition. I know we have seen mainline release Deluxe, and then of course figures with pets. So I'm just gonna try to break these up just to see where I think these will fall. We did get an update that the classified line will have basically an homage to the original 1964 1/6 scale G.I. Joe figures. So Action Soldier and Action Sailor. I think these are great troop builders. I love the fact that we're getting multiple heads. The Action Soldier will have a soft, good cape or raincoat, if you will. And plus, he's loaded to bear with accessories. Just a great reuse of parts that we've already seen, either through Big Ben, Outback, a number of other figures. But a call out from Lenny is for the Big Ma Deuce machine gun on tripod. I know that we're going to see this machine gun used again, and I'm going to call it already. It's going to be for Tiger Force roadblocks. So I think that's cool. Just keeping an eye out on what accessories and tooling you see for these classified figures oftentimes gives you hints to what we might see down the road. Of course, with the Action Sailor, just amazing accessories that were added to this. You had some snake eyes. Of course, what came with Torpedo, the additions of the rebreathers, and then, of course, the little submersible assist. I think these are going to be easy pickups. I have a feeling these will probably be Hasbro Pulse exclusives or probably fan channel exclusives. And then, of course, Quick Kick. You will get the nunchucks, the frozen fudgy bar, 2 heads, and multiple hands, of course, with the swords and backpack. So that's the only reason why I think this might be a deluxe figure, just coming with all of these extra accessories. And then, of course, seeing the karate chopping hands. Man, don't those also look like saluting hands? So I wouldn't be surprised at some point soon we see a Marauders Sergeant Slaughter. And then for the figures with pets, of course, Mutt we've already seen production samples of. And then, of course, Metalhead was a name-only reveal, but then they also had a digital render. I think that has a little bit to do with this figure was kind of leaked at some point. And the Joe team probably just wanted to get ahead of it. But, man, what an absolute amazing figure. Seeing Metalhead means we'll probably see some of the Iron Grenadiers. So let's be on the lookout for that team as well. But he's going to be loaded to bear with missiles and launchers. We might even see a quick draw at some point. Mutt and Junkyard, of course. The Joe team just absolutely does a bang-up job on the pets. I think Junkyard with his good boy or happy boy face looks great. And then, of course, Mutt looks amazing as well, too. Love all the accessories that we'll see with this figure, the hands, all of that stuff. I love that they're black gloves. So hopefully that means we can swap some of them around to the different figures in the Joe line. So what are your guys' thoughts on Metalhead and Mutt and Junkyard? I hope you guys will let us know. I think having some of these figures with pets is cool, and I hope we continue to see more. So let's go into name-only reveals. Of course, we did find out the Cobra Ferret. So we know that we'll get the Cobra Ferret and then the Tiger Paw at some point as well, which I think is cool. I think I might pick up a couple of these for my Dreadnoks. We will also get retro card of the Cobra Eels and the Snow Serpent. So folks who struggled to get those exclusives or who didn't want to spend the extra money for the deluxe package of the Snow Serpents, you will be able to get these on Retro Card. And again, Retro Card will not be store exclusives, so these should be available in larger quantities. We'll also get a Retro Carded Beachhead. So if you did not get the Beachhead as part of Cobra Island, that figure will be made available again as well too. Naugahyde and Friends. So we should see Naugahyde and maybe 2 pets with him. And then, of course, a Night Creeper as well. All great choices to add to the name-only reveals. And also, just as some other news, there was talk of the SMS and not so much of the Vamp, but I have a feeling either at the 1027 event or if the Joe team does attend the London or was it the Toy Fair over there, we may get more updates for pre-orders for those items at some point as well too. And then just for the customizers out there, I did just kind of wanted to see if any of you guys saw some of the other figures and went, man, I need to maybe pick some of these up either for background folks or for customs. The Matt Murdock lawyer in suit figure body looks amazing. I think I'm going to pick up one of these just to have in the background or to have like a legal action force, if you will, just to have lawyers on hand to protect the Crimson Twins for extensive enterprises. Of course, Detroit Steel, that was pulled on my heartstrings. I am a Michigan born and bred boy and absolutely love seeing that figure. Love the red, white, and blue. I know he is a bad guy, but just looks absolutely kick-ass. Nice reuse from, I think it was the Obadiah Stane and Ironmonger figure that the Marvel Legends team had put out in a 2-pack. And then, of course, the Ray Stevenson figure from Ahsoka. I think I might pick this up just for the head, throw him on one of my extra retro Fireflies, just as kind of an homage to Ray for his great work in the G.I. Joe movie. Well, the movie was at some points forgettable. I think Ray as Firefly was absolutely amazing. But let me know if you guys are going to pick up any of these others for customs or just for background fodder, and what your thoughts are. And then let's talk community news. So Skeletron, if you guys have been updates come through from Kickstarter or just if you're part of any of the fan pages on Facebook, you know, we've seen from Grindstone Toys the 3 3/4 O-ring figures that they've created. So I'm just sharing this picture here. Just absolutely looks phenomenal. Can't wait to see these figures in hands. But Mark also shared some progress that we're seeing on the 6-inch figure. And looking at the head sculpts for Mark and for Bob, it look absolutely amazing. The figure looks great. Looks to have more of the modern articulation. So instead of the brutal chest cut, thanks, Mark Weber, we do see that it will be on a ball and socket. I have a feeling that will be a ball and socket to the waist as well, too. So we should see some great articulation from this figure. Also, the chest pieces and helmets look absolutely phenomenal. Can't wait till we get these figures in hand. And, of course, the coffee cup. That's probably the gem of all of this, but looks great. You know, keep a lookout if you have it on Kickstarter. Also, you can go to Skeletron.com and they'll share some of the updates as well there. So thank you to Ben, Mark, and the whole team over at Skeletron. You guys can't wait to get these figures in hands. And then finally, for disassembly required, which will take place on November 3rd and 4th. This is a great show put on by the Codename Iowa folks. And I just wanted to show this. There is packages that you can get. I believe Mark Gerwig did some of the 3D prints for one of these packages, but you can select between a 1/18 and a 1/12 scale. And the pictures that you see here are the swamp cabin for Zartan. Just absolutely cool. It's a cardstock type of pop-out build-up item, but it would look great on the shelves. And I'm really seriously thinking of picking one of these up just to have it for my Dreadnought shelf. But be on the lookout for this. This is a really good show if you are in Iowa or you're planning attending. Just let us know what your thoughts are, or what you're excited for. I know they have like custom classes and just different fun events that you can go to. Seems like a really cool show. But that's really all I have for today. I hope you guys did get to enjoy Hasbro PulseCon. Hope you were able to order any of the figures that you were looking for. And more importantly, yo, Joe. Have a great one, guys. Thanks again.